Maverick is an Intamin launch coaster that opened in 2007 at Cedar in Sandusky, Ohio. It was the first ever Intamin Blitz coaster, paving the way for some truly amazing coasters such as Velocicoaster at Universal Orlando. However, this ride is no slouch and really stacks up with a lot of modern coasters being built almost 20 years later. The ride is located next to one of Cedar Point's other signature coasters, Steel Vengeance, in Frontier Town at the very back of the park. Like many of Cedar Point's other roller coasters, it doesn't feature much in the way of theming, but does feature some nice rock work and water features during the ride. The ride features some pretty extensive restraints with the soft over-the-shoulder restraints and a lap bar combined. This ride honestly does kind of need this much of a restraint though, with how much it tries to throw you around, and you still get plenty of airtime. The trains themselves only have 6 rows apiece, allowing for tighter elements and an overall more intense ride. This also means the ride doesn't have a great capacity, even when the crews are moving those trains, so this is definitely one to do early in your visit. The stats seem fairly modest with a height of just 105 feet, speed of 70 miles per hour, 2 inversions, and a track length of 4,450 feet. But don't be deceived. Now that we got stats out of the way, let's see how it rides. The ride begins with a booster launch up the lift hill, which honestly felt pretty similar to lightning rods just before they took it away. You then plunge down 100 feet at a 95-degree angle, launching you out of your seat before slamming into 2 amazing turns that whip you from one direction to the other. You then rise into an amazing sustained ejector airtime hill, followed by the twisted horseshoe roll. This has 2 0G rolls back to back connected by a really tight left turn to make the horseshoe shape, and again launches riders out of their seats on those inversions. You then reach the halfway point in a tunnel with a train signal up ahead before being launched at 70 miles per hour back outside and swung into a really tight left-handed turn. You then rise again over the water and dive back down to the right this time before entering an S-bend that used to be the signature barrel roll on the ride before it was removed for being way too intense. You then go right into the first Stangle dive, which launches riders out of your seats sideways before doing it again at an even crazier angle the opposite way right after. There's one final ejector bunny hill before turning right into the final brake run. Overall, Maverick is simply a world-class roller coaster, and if Steel Vengeance wasn't right next to it, it would be the best roller coaster in this amazing park. It is literally everything you want in a roller coaster: launches, airtime, inversions, and a good fulfilling length. The only nitpick I have with this ride that I can think of is it is a little tight around your thighs due to how much crazy airtime is on this ride, but Steel Vengeance has the same problem. Other than that, this ride is basically perfect, and a ride I would love to ride over and over again. The problem is, many people also have this opinion and flock to this ride almost every day. I would suggest riding this as early as possible and walking all the way back there at the start of your day when the park opens so you can avoid a very long and slow-moving line in the middle of the day. If you do get stuck in that line, however, it is very much worth it. I've ridden 138 roller coasters, and there are only 2 that I think are better than this ride, those being Steel Vengeance and Velocicoaster. That's it. And for a ride that opened over 10 years ago, that really holds up. So if it isn't clear already, I absolutely love this ride, and you should ride it as soon as possible if you haven't already. Be sure to subscribe for more content and be on the lookout for more coaster reviews and other theme park videos in the near future.